The mystery of Genesis. Welcome back to the Insight of the Bible. Today, we explore the mystery of Genesis. Most people are taught Genesis is just history, but if we look closer, we find a spiritual blueprint. Genesis is a book of beginnings, not just for the world, but for your soul. It explains why we feel lost. It shows how we struggle with our minds and how we can find our way back to the peace of God. Let's look at this mystery together. The Bible starts with a mystery. The earth was without form and empty, and darkness was everywhere. Then God speaks. He simply says, "Let there be light." This means before God does anything else, He brings understanding. Darkness often represents a confused mind or the ego. Light represents the truth of God. God's light is always available, even when things look messy. God is moving over the waters of your life. He is waiting to speak light into your mind. God separates light from darkness to find peace. We must separate God's truth from the lies of our fear. Genesis 1:27 tells us God created humans in His own image. What does this mean for you? God didn't just make a statue. He breathed His own breath into us. Your spirit is connected to His spirit. You are not just a body, you are a spiritual being. In Genesis, God creates by speaking. Your words have power too. We are co-creators. When you speak words or act in hate, you create a dark world for yourself. When you speak words or act in love, goodness, kindness, mercy, you align with the divine. If we are all made in His image, then we are all connected. To look at another is to see a spark of the divine. This is the foundation of God's love. Now we enter the Garden of Eden. Think of Eden as a state of mind. It was a place of perfect peace or oneness with God. The tree of life represents living in total truth. When we eat from this tree, we are connected to God's wisdom. The tree of knowledge. Why was this tree bad? It represents the ego mind. It is the mind that wants to judge everything as good or bad on its own. The moment Adam and Eve ate from it, they felt naked and ashamed. They felt separate from God for the first time. The fall is humanity moving from the heart, oneness or love, to the head ego. Most suffering comes from this, wronging ourselves and others instead of resting in God's love. Genesis repeatedly says every plant produces seed after its kind. This is a spiritual law that governs our entire reality. Your mind is the soil. Your thoughts are the seeds. You cannot plant seeds of anxiety and expect to harvest a life of peace. It is impossible. To change your life, go back to Genesis, back to the beginning. Pull out the weeds of the ego. Plant the seeds of the Word. If you plant the truth of the Bible, it must grow into a life of joy. That is the promise of the Creator. The mystery of Genesis isn't about how the world started millions of years ago. It's about how your life can start fresh today. You are made in God's image, filled with His breath. You are meant to live in the peace of Eden, connected to the oneness of His love. Don't let the ego tell you that you are separate. Go back to the light. Go back to the breath. If this understanding helped you today, please subscribe to the Insight of the Bible. We are a community dedicated to cleaning the mind and finding the divine truth together. Share this video with someone who needs to hear that they are made in the image of God. Thank you for watching, and remember, the light is already within you. See you in the next video.